How do you do, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? My name is Jeff, and yes, Polo Neck music has returned with a vengeance. Well, more like a whimper rather than a vengeance, but there you go. And why, you may ask, has Polo Neck music made a comeback? Because you asked for it. Well, a few of you did anyway, but let's get this over and done with. Today, Polo Neck Music presents a performance of my very favourite song by my all-time favourite band. That band is The Who, and the song is I Can See for Miles. So yeah, we all get it, don't we? I rate this song very highly in the grand scheme of things. But I could not have done this song on my own, so I enlisted the aid of some other people of questionable character who did a sterling job in helping me out with the performance of this video. So here they are for your entertainment. Derek Lewis is an outstanding vocalist who simply oozes charisma, so much so that even inanimate garden gnomes which are situated on the front lawns of suburban homes want to say hello when Derek walks past. Chris Hillis. Well, what can I say about Chris? Drummer extraordinaire, raconteur, worshipper at the gates of oblivion. There are many facets to the mind of this interesting man, some of which defy logical description. LANGDON RODDA, highly intelligent, thoughtful, analytical, a man who likes to ponder the mysteries of the universe while shopping for groceries at his local supermarket. And finally, last but certainly not least, the glamorous Mademoiselle Carol Williams, who piped in with some backing harmony vocals. Carol only agreed to make a contribution to this performance as long as we all helped to clean out her garage. I Can See for Miles is a very challenging song to perform, and the production of this video was an extremely arduous task for all concerned. As a result of this, a few problems developed which caused a fair amount of stress and anxiety. Sometimes this led to violence, but even more alarming was the fact that some of us were sliding down the slippery slope towards insanity. But enough of this ridiculous crap. I'm now going to give a bit of background information to I Can See for Miles, because I can, so here goes. I Can See for Miles by The Who was released in September of 1967. It contains all of the elements that make up a great Who song. Thrashing drums, pumping bass, scorching guitars, and on top of all that, epic three-part vocal harmonies that are of almost Wagnerian proportions. The chromatic tension within these vocal harmonies was quite an innovative device to use in a rock song. Although I Can See for Miles was a reasonable hit for The Who, the band was disappointed with its position on the charts and felt that the song should have done better. Due to the complex nature of the song, The Who never performed it live during the late 1960s and early 70s. However, since the death of their drummer Keith Moon in 1978, the song has featured in more recent live concerts. I Can See for Miles was a stepping stone to some of The Who's more ambitious musical statements that were to follow soon afterward. The amazing success of some of these later musical projects was able to transform The Who into one of the greatest superstar rock bands of all time. Anyway, so much for short introductions. Here we go with our performance of I Can See for Miles. Take it away, Professor.
I know you deceive me, now here's a surprise. I know that you have, 'cause there's magic in my eyes. I can see for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. Oh yeah. If you think that I don't know about the little tricks you play, I never see when deliberately you put things in my way. Well, here's a poke at you, you're gonna choke on it too, you're gonna lose that smile, because all the while I know that you have, 'cause there's magic in my eyes. I can see for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. Oh yeah. The Eiffel Tower and the Taj Mahal I can see on clearer days. You thought that I would need a crystal ball to see right through the haze. There's a look at you, you're gonna choke on it too. You're gonna lose that smile, because all the while I can see for miles and miles. I can see for miles and miles. I can see for miles and 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 miles. I can see for miles and miles. I can see for miles and miles. I can see for miles and 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 miles.
Well, I hope that you all enjoyed our performance of I Can See for Miles. I'd like to thank Langdon, our bass player, for all his help with the filming and camera work. I'd also like to thank Mr. Raymond Reed for his assistance with the sound recording. Polo Neck Music will be back sometime in the future. I don't know when, but you know, whenever I feel like it. In the meantime, keep taking your Prozac, and I'll see you all again sometime. Toodles! If you would like to subscribe to my channel, then please click on the subscribe button. You may feel free to post comments as well. If you have any questions, then I'll do my best to answer them. Please also find the links to my Facebook and DeviantArt pages in the video description. Thank you all very much for your attention.